Hello friends, this is Nikhil here again to show you a small tutorial on how to send email using SMTP adapter. What we will learn today: first, configuring SMTP adapter, using dynamic port properties, designing email body at runtime, sending an email using Biztalk orchestration. I'm not sure how all this makes making any sense, but it will definitely once we go through the whole presentation. Time to do some hands-on. What I'm doing right now is configuring an SMTP adapter. I have on my Biztalk server administration console, go to platform settings and adapter, select SMTP adapter. Okay, this is my host. Okay, you can see SMTP Biztalk server application properties. I have configured this for my local host. You can configure it for the SMTP server which your network administrator provides you, or you can configure it based on your local host SMTP server. From email address, this is the default address which will be used for sending all email communications using Biztalk orchestrations. If you want, you can configure it at the port level using SMTP, but for dynamic I will be showing you how to send an email address email dynamically, so I have used this email address. Authentication type, I do not want to authenticate, so I select do not authenticate. Okay. So time to look at our orchestration. Before going into orchestration, let's look at the schema, purchase order schema, which I will be using for sending an email message. If you can see, this PO number is a distinguished property. Why I make it distinguished? Because I want to extract this value and use it in my email body text. Okay, so let's have a look at the send email test orchestration. This is the receive port, file receive port, basically where I am receiving an email message which is a purchase order type, and then I'm sending it to a dynamic port. Before going into the message assignment shape and more details, let's have a look at the dynamic port. The binding type of this message should be dynamic and communication direction should be sent. Why using dynamic port? Because dynamic port has a special property. This is the name of port, so let me copy this and see what is the special property. Okay, the special property is Microsoft.xlang space type address. This will take care for you, create a dynamic port, and just make sure the two address where you want to send this email. Make sure you use mail2 like that email address in this format. If you want to send multiple emails, use comma or something like that and put a multiple email addresses. The second thing is email message. Email message is nothing but a message type of message type XML document. What I'm doing is I'm getting PO message, assigning it to email message, and then I'm using every message has SMTP promoted properties, which is smtp.subject, so I can see whatever subject I want to assign it to my mail, email body text, purchase order, PO message. So this is the promoted property in purchase order schema which I'm using to dynamically change this, to dynamically generate my message body. Let's see you take required action. Email message SMTP email body text character set UTF-8. This we need to do because every email set has some formatting requirements. If we don't do this, it will fail in the pipeline or it will fail somewhere else because of unknown character set. So this is what it is, all the requirements, and you are good to send an email. So I have already deployed this orchestration, so let's have a look and see how our email will look like. Okay, so this is the purchase order schema, an instance of purchase order schema, which is for which PO number is 101. I will be extracting this value in my orchestration and sending it in an email. So oops. Okay, so let me copy this Okay, message has been picked up by the location, and this is the email which is generated. If you can see, all this is the text which I hard coded, but 101 is a value which is retrieved dynamically. So today we just see how easy it is in Biztalk to send an email using SMTP adapter. Thanks a lot. That's it.